Today we're going to be trying to make keto-friendly apple pies, perfect for fall. And there is no such thing as keto apple pie, if you didn't know, because apples are definitely not keto or low carb, unfortunately. I believe a small apple has about 24 carbs per apple, and so you definitely can't eat that. But there are some substitutions that may fit the bill, and today we're going to be trying 2 of them. In the past, we have made faux apple pie from chayote.
Chayote.
It looks like this. What is chayote? Chayote, also known as mirliton, mirliton, and choco, is an edible plant belonging to the gourd family. This fruit was cultivated in the Mesoamericas between southern Mexico and Honduras. This is our first choice for our keto-friendly faux apple hand pies. The second substitution for an apple on keto is zucchini. Sarah and I have never tried this before. We have made chayote apple pies in the past, and I remember back in 2020, I forced my husband to eat it, and he did not know that it was not apple. So we're going to be using that same recipe that I used to trick my husband way back then, and we're going to be using zucchini because I do believe that this is going to be a more widely available apple substitute than the chayote. These are abnormally small zucchinis though. Sometimes when I grow zucchini, it's like this big. Of course, the ones that we got, they're just from the grocery store, so they're just normal size. We're going to be doing a taste test at the end of this video, testing whether we can tell the difference between the zucchini, which is widely available, versus the chayote, to see which comes out on top as the perfect keto-friendly apple substitute. So if you're talking about pie, you gotta think about dough, and sure, there's plenty of dough options that you could use for this hand pie that we're making. In the past, we have used cut to carb or lavash bread to create like a pie crust. But today we're gonna be using Keto Focus's fathead dough recipe to make our mock apple hand pies. So here we have our peeled zucchini and chayote, and I've made this before in the past without peeling the chayote, but a lot of people say that you have to peel it, so we did for this video. I don't know if it's gonna make a huge difference or not. What we're gonna do next is we're going to dice these into small pieces. You probably want them to be about at the max ½ an inch big, and we're going to slice this in half and core it out the middle. You're going to get all the seeds out, and then we're going to start cooking our faux apple filling. We are going to be cooking both the chayote and the zucchini the same way. And don't worry about the measurements. We're going to be leaving a link to our website, ketotwins.com. So what you're going to be needing is water, butter, spices, xanthan gum, and cream of tartar. These are all the components of the filling. We're going to turn on our stove to medium heat, and we're going to start melting our butter for our filling. So we have our 2 pans cooking with the butter, the spices, and we're gonna add in our sweetener mixed in with our xanthan gum to thicken it all up. You're gonna want to thoroughly distribute your xanthan gum into your sweetener so that it doesn't clump. We're using Swerve for this recipe. We're going to be putting in our mixture of Swerve and xanthan gum into our sauce. So our mixtures are ready to go. They look like they're thickening up. We're gonna add in our zucchini into one pan and our chayote into another. So the faux apple pie filling is gonna have to cook for at least 30 minutes. So we're gonna take a minute to talk about the sponsor of this video, Super Coffee. Sarah and I definitely are not new to Super Coffee and their products. We have tried so many of them and love them, and they are absolutely perfect for your keto weight loss journey. This is the limited edition pumpkin pie latte flavor. It tastes like fall. It's absolutely delicious. And pre-keto, Sarah and I would be the first in line to buy everything pumpkin flavored. And sadly, those have a lot of carbs. In fact, I think the lattes that we used to get that were pumpkin themed had like 52 grams of carbs in it, and this only has 3. All of Super Coffee's products have between 2 and 4 net carbs per serving, which is perfect if you're trying to avoid carbs. And all of Super Coffee's products are naturally sweetened with monk fruit and stevia. So if you're wondering about the macros of this pumpkin pie latte, it has 0 grams of added sugar, 10 grams of protein, 200 milligrams of caffeine, and 70 calories. Thank you so much to Super Coffee for sponsoring this video. So we do have a coupon code for our Keto Twins community. If you want to try this or any of the other 12-ounce flavors of lattes, use code 15KetoTwins at checkout. That's drinksupercoffee.com/KetoTwins. Our faux apple pie fillings have been simmering for about 30 minutes. They're reduced down now. They've gotten thickened up. We're gonna actually let them cool to the side. We do want these to cool completely before we fill our hand pies because we don't want it to just become a mess and go all over the place. We're gonna talk about the actual dough for our hand pies. We're gonna be using the fathead dough recipe from Keto Focus, but this is the one that we've tried the most and we really like. It's relatively simple to make. You're gonna just combine all of your dry ingredients, and then you're gonna melt your cheese in the microwave at at 60-second intervals. Make sure not to overdo this. Keep an eye on it. Once you burn cheese, this recipe is not going to come back from that. So keep an eye on it until it's nice and melted. You're going to add your egg into the cheese, stir it in a food processor. We don't do that. We just do it by hand. And then you're going to add in your dry ingredients into your cheese egg mixture, and you're going to work that in together. It can take about 10 minutes to get it to be a dough. We have done it in the past where we've had to stick it in the microwave for a couple more seconds to get it pliable again, but you do want that evenly distributed. So we've used this fathead dough in a variety of applications, and you would think that you could only use fathead dough for savory things, but the truth is fathead dough is very neutral tasting and it goes well with sweet or savory dishes, so we like it a lot. I remember we were pretty apprehensive about using fathead dough the first time, and back when we started keto, you know, many moons ago, they didn't even have something like this. So to the creator of fathead dough, thank you, because I have used it for pizza, for keto-friendly Pop-Tarts, for corn dogs. It's just really versatile. Sarah makes me hold things at weird angles to my face. Can't see it on the camera if I don't. So this is our fathead dough. I'm going to name him Bob.
I knew it was going to be Bob.
That's the only name I could think of. I don't know why. Okay, Robert, which is also Bob. Anyway, I'm going to start rolling this out and try to make it about 1/4 of an inch thick. I tend to go like, what's my instinct? Do the opposite. This is an organic process. We don't take ourselves too seriously. Now we have this shape, which I am happy with, right? Mm-hmm. Cut them out. We're just gonna go and cut these out.
We will need 2 for each pie.
Right.
What are you doing?
I don't know, I just feel like it's my destiny to attempt a lattice on one of these and make one of them an experiment. An open face experiment. It could spill out all over the place though, I don't know. We'll see. They look like shrimp for some reason.
You kind of see it.
I think we need to leave a nice border on this because I don't know.
That's enough, I think. Okay, get a top on it.
This is our second one. We're improving. Look at that. That's cute. That looks like a McDonald's hand pie. Come on.
Stretch out the top one a little bit so it can go over. Pro tip
Just
here.
use gravity. I am making a border of fathead dough so our filling stays inside. I have no idea if this is gonna work or not. This is an experiment. That's cute. Thank you. And I'm also going to make a bunch of divots because I feel like that's gonna help it
stay in.
Also, I'm not gonna put a lot of filling. It's artful, it's thoughtful, it's a vibe.
We've never made a lattice pie in our life, so
Right.
it's a good time
I think I've done this with bacon before on something. Oh my gosh, we're doing it. Ow. It hit your foot and I said ow.
People ask, do you feel if the other one gets hit? Apparently, yes, because I just got hit in the foot with a fork and Emily said ow. So there you go. Wonderful, beautiful, I like it.
This is under, so this is over.
Yep.
I don't know why I decided to do this lattice
Okay.
one. Next up, we're gonna poke some slits in the ones that don't have the lattice on them because you don't want them to explode in the oven. A little bit of egg wash, never hurt nobody, possibly. Time to put these in the oven for about 12, maybe 13, 14 minutes. We're gonna keep an eye on them. You just need them to turn like a golden brown color. The filling is actually cooked already, so you don't have to worry about that. One little leaky.
That's not bad. I will admit your lattice looks nice.
Oh, look at that. I'm so excited. Okay, let's go downstairs and try them.
And Emily is
Ready to eat.
yes.
I would pay $8 hairs for one of these in the store. Here we are. Let's cut her open. We actually tried chayote before and we really liked it, so I need a reminder. It's really good. Tastes just like apple pie. I would say that the dough could be thinner a little bit. It's a little thick, but it's still really, really good. I just worried about the integrity of making it thinner, but look at this. This one held up. Maybe if you did the lattice on both of them, it'd be less like doughy, but it's still really, really delicious. The chayote still has a bite to it, which I think it makes it taste more like apples. So I'm excited to see how the zucchini held up in this application because some people said if you overcook the zucchini, it can turn into mush.
Ooh.
So you want to avoid that. Chayote is really an excellent replacement for apples on keto in this application. It's really, really good, but we knew that already. Let's try the zucchini, which we've never tried before. I actually like the lattice. I feel like it's more textural, more interesting. I taste the zucchini.
It's not bad. It definitely has like more of like a green, I don't know how to describe, what does green vegetables taste like? Vegetal. Right. It didn't lose all of its natural flavor. The chayote doesn't really have a distinct taste, but zucchini does. It tastes like zucchini. It tastes like a squash. And trying this one, I still get that zucchini taste in the back end. I'm not offended by it. No.
I like the lattice better.
It just like flaked up a lot because there's like a lot more air probably or heat. It's browner and I don't know, it just makes it taste more like a pie for some reason. Super delicious, filling.
In my opinion, the chayote is the better choice.
I agree.
I feel like the zucchini, you can still tell it's zucchini. There's moments where it's like even the texture, sometimes zucchini can have almost like a stringy, not stringy texture, but maybe like it doesn't break apart cleanly when you bite it.
Fibrous?
Yes, a little bit fibrous. The chayote doesn't have
And
that.
the seeds are different in the zucchini rather than the chayote because the chayote you were able to cut out the seed in the middle, kind of like an apple almost. Whereas the zucchini, the seeds are all in the middle and you're scraping them out, but they still kind of leave that like
stringy around,
fiber.
Yeah, around it.
And if you don't want to take too much out because then you're not going to have any zucchini left. So I think that they both work. Like if you can't find chayote, because I know some people are like, I don't know where to find that. We're kind of lucky, I guess, here in Chicago. We were able to find it.
Any kind of ethnic market typically will have this. I really like this.
Well, ate all of it.
The only thing I would think is that you need to roll out the dough thinner. But it's really good dough. It's very neutral tasting, but it needs to be a slightly thinner. I just was afraid to do that because I was afraid it wasn't going to hold the filling. If you build it up like I did on the side, then it can hold the filling. And so you can roll it out thinner. Just make sure that you can't like see through it or something.
Yeah. So I think that these hand pies were a success. And if you guys are looking for another fall-inspired dish, you can click on the video on the screen. We made a mushroom and leek ravioli. It was super delicious using a special keto hack. You don't want to miss it. Anyways, we'll see you over there. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Emily.
And we are the Keto Twins signing out.